Let's go. We playing our first playoff game in this historic playoff run. We gonna get this historic playoff run started. We already playing the Uniform Bowl Part 3. We go ahead, find Neighbors right here. He's not going down after the first tackle, all the way down to the red zone, all the way down to the 5. We trying to start off Uniform Bowl Part 3 at the Cotton Bowl right here. We trying to get a touchdown right here to start off the scoring. Uniform Bowl Part 3. Y'all know we almost had this matchup last year for our national championship game, but Notre Dame was able to beat them. We would have got a Uniform Bowl Part 3, but at Clearway Expressway, Little John, the Lord legend, let the band play Hens 10-0 real quick. 10-0 real quick. We want to go ahead and put this game in a hammerlock, finish this game right here. Uniform Bowl Part 3. We want ownership in this rivalry. We want to prove that we will always be a better program than Michigan. We got 5 national championships. I don't know how many Michigan has had in the new era, but it's definitely not that. They've never won 3 national championships back to back. We definitely the better program, and we wear the uniforms better, and we want to make that, really, we want to go ahead and make a statement right here in this game so Michigan can stop playing with us. We definitely the better program. Wear the better uniforms better. We go ahead. Little John again. Hold on. He got a blocker. Little John. Hold on. Wait a second. Does Little John have top end speed? Is he going to be able to take this one to the crib? Nobody's there. Little John career game. Let the band play his. The Uniform Bowl Part 3 might already be unlocked. Delaware might already have all this game unlocked with only 2 possessions, 2 drives, 2 Little John touchdowns, and this game might already be out of reach. Little John to the crib. He need a rating update after that. I told y'all he was a lore legend for real, and he's definitely, this tandem with Dukes and Little John is crazy. We got the best running back room in college football, and Michigan is just finding out about that. Michigan, hey, they ain't been able to catch up with us as a program, and this is definitely a reason why they ain't been able to catch up with us as a program. We've been winning a lot. We're going to go ahead and play the full game right here. We already in 3 minutes of the third quarter, but let's go ahead. The Delaware defense has really shut down all that Michigan shit. That shit is not going nowhere. We done took over for Michigan's place in the Dynasty. Michigan has had a lot more success than Ohio State, so I will give them that. But whenever they bump heads with us now, we definitely got to make a statement. And this is really the tiebreaker, since they beat us when there was a Conference USA, when we was a Conference USA team at the Big House. And then when we finally played again, we beat them at the Hen House. But right now, we got a chance to get the tiebreaker win right now. They get a sack right here at 2nd and 19. We backed up a little bit. Let's see what Ansa has. Another handoff to Little John. Little John gets the corner, does a spin move. I'm telling you, Little John is having a breakout game. 5 rushes, 103 yards. I told y'all, we've been talking about Little John, and he wasn't even a hand yet. So y'all know he got to be crazy. Again, this blocking has been amazing. Little John picks up another first down, and really he's like more of a bowling ball type of running back because he just running everybody over. He doesn't have top end speed, but he really might have top end speed because y'all saw that touchdown run. That looked like top end speed to me. Nobody could catch him. We go ahead, check down to Osborne. He picks up a couple yards right here, but this is the tiebreaker for the Uniform Bowl. And y'all know, since we've been getting our vengeance for every rivalry in this last season, y'all know with the final Pilgrim Bowl, we got our vengeance. We go ahead. Hold on, can we get a deep shot right here? The battles, he gets to let the man play. I told y'all, this Uniform Bowl Part 3 might be on lock. We might have just finished it. Let's go ahead. And y'all know, if we win this game, we would actually have a meeting with Fresno State, the team that Merrick is on. Fresno State. We'll have a meeting with them in the Rose Bowl if we win this game. It looks like we're going to have that revenge matchup. That's definitely going to get the ratings because Merrick, we went ahead and put him in the transfer portal, or he went in the transfer portal himself because he wasn't going to be able to start even after True Blood left. So since he didn't get the starting job, he just went ahead, went to Fresno State and became a star, was in Heisman's talks for the majority of the year, but they've been undefeated. We're undefeated, and we're going to bump heads in the Rose Bowl if we can go ahead and finish this job right here and finish the Uniform Bowl Part 3. I already got a ChatGPT image for me. Actually, it ain't even no ChatGPT. I got that shit straight from the Delaware site of, the hen throwing away that Michigan helmet because we really standing on business. We go ahead, finish this game off real quick. Let's go ahead. Let's see what Michigan's going to do. Really, this has probably been their best quarterback that they've had that can actually go ahead and throw the ball. Really, they haven't had a lot of quarterbacks that can throw the ball, but this quarterback, he actually can throw the ball, and we played him last year, but let's see what the difference is this year because the Delaware defense has definitely been locked in all year long, and I don't think nothing's going to change right here, but let's go ahead ahead. We want to go ahead and get a lot of defensive reps because we want to go ahead and finish this playoff run very strong. Because I definitely remember when we actually did lose in between the championships when we lost to Ole Miss, I wasn't getting enough defensive reps. But right here, Michigan able to break off a good run right here. They trying to keep themselves in the Uniform Bowl Part 3. This is really the tiebreaker. Winner gets bragging rights. Winner gets to claim the uniform rights. So this is definitely a game that we definitely had dialed in, even though it's a playoff game. So it really got all the stakes. They really did set the scene for this game for real because it's a playoff game. So it's an elimination game already. And it's the Uniform Bowl Part 3 that already we both done 1-1. We're 1-1. This is the tiebreaker right here. Who gets to claim the uniforms? This is really, I'll tell you the storylines. I'll just be making this shit up, but it really be coming into fruition. But we go ahead, but we make a play right here. That's actually one of our best defensive tackles. I hope he's not injured, but 3rd and 5, we trying to go ahead and shut all that shit down. Michigan ain't going to get the satisfaction of doing anything offensively whatsoever. I'm not going to lie. Little John is going to be, really, if I would have played and did the cinematic endings, Little John would have definitely been running back 1, but he's backing up Dukes right here. But it's not a bad backup. That should have been picked off. That definitely should have been picked off, and they're going to punt the ball right back to us. But really, with the Little John and Dukes tandem, Dukes went off probably a couple games ago. Now Little John can go ahead and go off, and Dukes doesn't really have to be in the game. We can have Dukes rested up for more important games that are actually close, because this Uniform Bowl Part 3 is looking like BTA talk. It looks like we're going to get bragging rights for the uniforms. Therefore on, even after this Dynasty is over and even after the episodes is over, we're going to have bragging rights. Answer does a read option right here. Doesn't really get nothing for real, but 2nd and 9 right here. Let's see what we can do in the air. Let's see. Answer hasn't really had to show too much in the last episodes. I'm not going to lie. Throwing the ball, but let's see what he can do. He goes ahead, finds an easy check down right here. Neighbors goes ahead, makes a spin move right here all the way to the 40. Ansel has probably the easiest job in football. Even though he's a talented quarterback, he has so many playmakers and so many running backs, he really doesn't have to do too much. We go ahead, send in the pocket again, goes ahead with the wheel route to Little John. Little John is just doing it all. Little John is damn near carrying the Hens. He definitely damn near needs to be the thumbnail again. We go ahead. I might put Dukes in right now because Little John, he's been doing too much. But they pressing, and you know what my saying is, if you pressing, we gonna let it fly. They pressing again. I think Michigan wants to go ahead and wants us to let this shit fly, but we gonna go ahead, ground game again. Little John again, another first down again. Little John is having 120 yards. That's crazy. That's our backup running back doing that. And now we gonna go ahead, get the speed back in. Dukes is in. We got the speed and power tandem with Dukes and Little John. It's probably the best running back tandem we done ever had at Delaware. And look at it working to fruition. Another first down. That's really what with the budget shit for college football 27, I wish I could have a running back duo like this, but I understand they probably gonna ask for too much NIL money. But another first down pickup for Dukes. This is the benefit of having two all-star running backs in the room. They both could really be running back ones. We give it to Dukes right here. He wants to get a touchdown before the end of the 3rd quarter. Let the band play Hens. The Uniform Part 3 is all but over. Y'all know the Hens run Michigan now. We gonna get real bragging rights now. Go ahead, throw that Michigan helmet in the trash. Go ahead and pick up a Hen helmet. Know what I'm saying? Pick up that baby blue and gold, not the maize and blue. Throw the maize and blue in the trash. We got beef with Michigan and we got beef with Ohio State. Fuck it, we got beef with everybody. We EBK. The Hens have become EBK. They have gone rogue. They got beef with everybody, and we now gonna put this Uniform Bowl Part 3 in a headlock. This might be over. We gonna go ahead. We might really be able to put some backups in and go ahead and rest for that Fresno State game against Merrick. That's a revenge game. We don't know how Merrick and them are going to come out because Merrick, he wants revenge. He won us a national championship really when True Blood got injured, but now he got a chance to come with his new squad. Fresno State, an undefeated Fresno State at that. They have not lost a game whatsoever. They might have had a weak Pac-12 schedule, but that really doesn't change the fact that they undefeated. They beat USC. They didn't beat Miami too. They didn't beat a lot of good teams actually, so you cannot discount this Fresno State undefeated. But they go ahead, check down for Michigan, picks up a couple yards, and I really want to see how Merrick comes out in that game if he's able to go ahead and go against the Hens, because really it's only our own program that can beat us for real. But we go ahead, send the blisters right there. I'm telling you, but this defense right here is gonna be hard for Merrick to throw passes on. Bullet gets to the running back right here. Bullet, he used to be a James Madison Duke. Now he's a Hen, and he's been making plays for sure all of his career ever since he made that decision to transfer. But let's go ahead. 12 the quarterback right here goes ahead, tries to throw it. He's harassed again. I ain't gonna lie, Michigan, they can't find nothing on offense. Delaware's doing everything. They're gonna go ahead, go for it on fourth down. I do respect that. They're not just gonna wave the white flag. I do respect that for sure, but we're going to get a stop right here. He's sitting in the pocket again, 12. He low-key got the running back. He really held on. He's waiting to run out of time. He throws the interception. That's going to do it. Throws the interception. I think that's Toko on the interception. Go ahead. No fly zone for the Hens. No fly zone. I told y'all we a flightless bird, and it's a no fly zone anywhere we go. Locked down on the Wolverines. It's about over. Uniform Bowl Part 3 is damn near over. Michigan is scrambling. They out here throwing interceptions. Tucker was in the right position right here, but it was really the pressure from the Hens front line. The front lines of the Hens. He got nervous, went ahead and threw an interception right here, and that's going to do it. That's definitely going to do it, but we're going to play the rest of this game out because we definitely got to get our celebration on because we definitely are the owners of Michigan now. We definitely done own these uniforms now in a playoff game, in the Cotton Bowl, in our fifth, and really we trying to get our sixth national title and our sixth national title playoff run. Y'all go ahead and get smoked out the water in the Cotton Bowl, but we go ahead, pick up some more yards right here, 3rd and inches. We're going to go ahead and run up the numbers. I'm not going to stop running up the numbers against Michigan because I hated when I started the Dynasty. They said we was a wannabe Michigan. I don't fuck with that shit at all. We ain't no wannabe Michigan, nothing. We better than Michigan. We go ahead, find a strike right here. The Battles picks up another first down right here because unlike Michigan, we beat Ohio State all the time. You know what I'm saying? We only lost to Ohio State one time, and we beat Michigan too. But we go ahead, jet touch pass right here. They pick up some blockers. They go ahead and gonna call a flag on that. That's for Michigan though, so that's not gonna matter. And Michigan, they really came out flat in this game at all. But Delaware, we had a point to prove in this Uniform Bowl Part 3. We had to go ahead and make sure that all corners were covered. Because I'm not gonna lie, we was not gonna lose this game in a bragging right game and in the elimination game. We was not gonna lose this game, so we definitely came out swinging. But we really could have went ahead and used the RPO slant. But we're going to cut Michigan some slack, and they go ahead and get to Little John right here, get a negative play on the running back. Let's go ahead. I'm going to put Deuce back in the game. Little John, he gets a little bit of blockers, doesn't really do nothing right here. 3rd and goal. Let's see if Michigan can hold us to a field goal, or is the bleeding going to get worse? 3rd and goal right here. I'm trying to call up a play. I'm trying to get another touchdown right here. I'm trying to call up a play that's going to guarantee us another touchdown. I think if we can get Battles on this weird, drag route thing, I think we might be able to get him a touchdown right here. We go ahead, throw it to him, and that's going to be incomplete. This time, Michigan was there, and I think I'll just go ahead, settle for the 3 right here. I really could have been petty. I really could have went for it on 4th down, try to really run up the numbers, but we're going to just settle for the field goal right here. Cut Michigan some slack. His Uniform Part 3 is already in hand for the Hens. Y'all know we was not going to come out flat for this game whatsoever. We was definitely fired up to play Michigan again. Definitely fired up to get the tiebreaker again. In one of the final episodes of the Hens, we definitely had to beat Michigan again. Michigan was able to get that lucky-ass win against us when we was a Conference USA team. When we had Geo Dunn, we was probably like a 70 overall program, and it was probably a 90 overall program. Now that the tables have turned and we got just as much talent as Michigan, it's been a different story, but that's a dart right here from the Michigan quarterback who's been off the mark all game, been harassed all game, 15 for 27. Definitely speaks dividends because he definitely is throwing like 50%. But let's go ahead. 12. Let's see what he's going to do. He goes ahead. He's not Tom Brady for Michigan whatsoever. So personally, I don't think he should be wearing that number, even though Tom Brady wasn't good at Michigan. But right now, 2nd and 9. Let's see what we're going to go ahead dial up. This game has now just become practice reps for our game against Fresno State. We're going to see what defenses work, what doesn't. But hold on. They do a halfback screen. We there. Hold on. Somebody needs to get there. But it's 3rd and inches right here. Let's see if Michigan can get a first let the band play of the Uniform Part 3. They're definitely doing a quarterback sneak. Somebody needs to get there. We not antsy enough to get to the quarterback sneak. They're going to go ahead and easily get the quarterback sneak. We was definitely lackadaisical on defense. We're not doing that shit against Fresno State. I hope to let y'all know. I'm definitely, even though we winning, by a whole bunch. We cannot get satisfied because this playoffs is definitely the most intense playoffs we done had. Most lower accurate playoffs we had. Tulane, they in contention. You got Fresno State in contention. There's a lot of people that got a lot of storylines against us that could really try to knock us off our path in these playoffs. So we're not playing around these whole playoffs. I don't care how much we winning against Michigan. This is really a good tune-up game. They go ahead, RPO bubble right here. He picks up a couple yards, but that's going to take it into the 2-minute warning. The Uniform Bowl Part 3, hey, it's a celebration in Newark, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know they've been talking shit about Delaware as a program, saying there was a knockoff Michigan. We going to go ahead and knock off that stereotype right here, right quick. Go ahead and address that stereotype. We definitely not a knockoff Michigan. We the Blue Hens. We the Hens. And we about to be the 6th national championship Hens if we can go ahead finish business on this playoff run. But we going to finish business right here and get bragging rights for the Uniform Bowl Part 3. Let's go ahead. Sit in the pocket again. Let's get to the quarterback this time. But this time he's able to get enough. But he is harassed right there. Quail's able to come up and make a tackle. But let's go ahead. Let's see if Michigan can finally get on the board with a touchdown right here. Let's see. It looks like they're going to go ahead and do a play action. They're going to try to go ahead and get that slant, but that's broken off. I told y'all, these cornerbacks, but that's Quails right there. That ain't even a cornerback. That's a free safety. That's a strong safety making a play on the ball right here. Let's see what we're going to do right here. Let's see. We could play man with the type of defense we got, but we're going ahead and sit in the zone right here. They just had to settle for the check down and another 3rd and goal. I told y'all this Blue Hens defense has just been harassing. They've been harassing all year, and they're making a statement in the playoffs. They're even harassing in that Miami game, but they go ahead. Really, the flat man was open, but he's able to finally find a strike. Michigan finally gets on the board with a touchdown. Let the band play for the Wolverines. Let the band play for Michigan. Hail to the winners, I guess, but they were not a winner tonight. Tonight, they was definitely not a winner. The Hens definitely made a statement right here. Anybody that wants to play the Hens, they definitely got to be on the lookout because the Hens are not going out without a fight. This is a historic team for the Hens for sure. This team, we done went undefeated. The only real close game we done had was that game against Florida State. Every other game has really been a blowout. Every other game has really been a statement. But we sit in the pocket right here, try to go to the drag. That's incomplete. We still throwing it around. Luckily, Anson's not injured or nothing. He don't got no wear and tear because he doesn't have to do too much carrying. But really, we could go ahead and put the backup in. We could go ahead and put Miranda in. Let's go ahead. Dukes was able to pick up a couple yards right here. He was definitely on load management the whole second half because Little John was just going absolute crazy. But Little John can go ahead and get a breather right here. And we're going to go ahead and put Dukes in the game. But I think I'm going to do a slot angle. Let's see if we can go ahead. Hold on. Wait a second. I switch it to all goes the Battles, and he's able to make a contested catch. Goes up and makes the catch. Battles, hey, look at the stats for Battles after being the wide receiver run. He's been an absolute monster as a wide receiver one. Literally developed from a punt returner, really not punt returner and a kick returner to our wide receiver one. Dukes goes ahead, almost buries his way for another touchdown. We're going to go ahead and get another touchdown. Made this 41-13. We making a statement in this game. Little John's going to come in after this snap, but we go ahead. Dukes right here is going to able to get it done himself. Let the band play Hens. Both of our running backs absolutely carried us this game. I ain't gonna lie, so many ways this Hens team can attack you. We got the best wide receiver room, the best running back room. This team is definitely overpowered as hell. I don't see nobody really stopping them, including Fresno State. But Tulane, they might have a fighting chance if they're able to get past USC. But this is really one of our most overpowered teams of all time in all aspects. Really probably our most overpowered team in all aspects because they got amazing running back room. Our trenches is definitely amazing. The defense is amazing. In all aspects, this is probably our best team. Probably our most historic team, historically dominant team. Because even in the Kennedy era, we still had a lot of hoes. We just had a lot of star players. But now we really done filled all of them. Every aspect of the Hens is definitely on point. Even this cornerback room is on point. Even the people we had to replace for Byler and the other one for Turpin really done stood up and able to be a leader. And we still got Bullet in the linebacker room, but a good run from Michigan right here. But even with the departure of Byler and some of our other corners, we was able to make a lot of key transfer portal moves that really was able to come into fruition later in the season. But we go ahead 12. He's in the pocket again. Takes the check down right here. None of this is going to matter. They really just prolonging this episode. But I'm going to go ahead and show it because they're probably trying to get another touchdown. Trying to make the Uniform Bowl Part Part 3 a little bit more respectable, but everybody sees the score right here. Everybody knows they trying to get garbage time points. We don't really care no more to even play defense if they want to get garbage time points. But hold on, Bullet's going to get to the quarterback again. Bullet in his senior year has really taken a next level step, and he's really been a monster in this game. Gets to the quarterback again, and that's the reason this linebacker room, even though we missed Byler, Bullet has taken that next step and really been a monster all year. They go ahead and check down. They're going to be able to get one more playoff right here, 3rd and 7. We're going to go ahead and try to prevent them from any scores right here because we want them to see this score right here, 13-41. This is the real score. Let's see if they go ahead and try to do a Hail Mary attempt. But number 12, the left-handed fake Tom Brady, goes ahead, steps in the pocket, throws it right here, and I knew it. They was going to go ahead and try to get a petty-ass score. They get a petty-ass score to make it 20-41, even though it should have been 13-41, but we'll let them have it. Let them have that little fake-ass celebration. We'll take the Uniform Bowl Part 3, and we're going to take the Cotton Bowl trophy, too, with us in our hard case. We already got so many trophies in our hard case now. It's really hard to count, and if we get this 6th national championship, I'm going to be like Thanos with an extra finger, damn near. Going to be Thanos with an extra finger, hella championships. I'm really better than Saban, better than any college coach of all time. We go ahead, finish business right here in the Uniform Bowl Part 3. It's crazy how much of a powerhouse Delaware has become. Nobody could really hang with them for real, and I don't think nobody's going to be able to hang with us in this playoffs, no matter who we play. And is that the UCLA coach? How the hell was he able to get a coaching job? And that's UCLA's old coach. How the hell was he able to get a coaching job at Michigan? That nigga was probably the worst coach ever of all time. That's really why UCLA was terrible. That coach right there is probably one of the worst coaches I've ever seen in my life. I could probably be a better coach than him. Actually, I know I can be a better coach than him, and I don't even know how to coach only the video game. But right now, we gonna go ahead, get the Cotton Bowl trophy right here, bring it home. We got a rematch set with Fresno State at the Rose Bowl. Merrick was finally able to get his chance at revenge, but is he going to be able to capitalize, or the Hens going to continue to dominate?